Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am. You're live.
Good morning. On behalf of JSS Jain College for Women, it's my immense pleasure to join with you all. I extend my cordial welcome to our chief guest, Professor Dr. K.S.Anil Kumar, Registrar, University of Kerala, professors and academicians of various colleges and universities to the 7 days national level faculty development program on NAAC accreditation framework organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell of JSS Jain College. Any new beginning comes with the blessings of Almighty. Let's commence our program with a prayer song. Now, I would like to request Dr. Gayatri, Head of the Department of Accounting and Finance, to deliver the welcome address.
Yes, good morning to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to, cheer, to extend a cheerful, warm welcome to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to welcome each one of you for joining this 7 days national level FDP or NAAC accreditation framework on the topic curriculum planning and development. It's a glorious moment to extend a warm welcome to our eminent chief guest and distinguished chief guest, Dr. Anil Kumar, Registrar, University of Kerala, honorist for today's session. We are honored to have you, sir. It's my pleasure to extend a hearty welcome and sincere thanks to our Honorable Secretary Sir Dr. Gautam Pribai and beloved Principal Madam Dr. M.K. Malathi for giving me such an opportunity. I bid a warm welcome to our renowned speakers and also delegates who have taken their valuable time and joining us in this to be a part of 7 days FDP. And and now it is a time for me to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Anil Kumar sir. Dr. Anil Kumar sir is a registrar, University of Kerala. He has done his MTech in management from University of Kerala, and he has done uh, and he has been a former member syndicate, University of Kerala. He has been served as a member Academic Council, University of Kerala from 2007 to 11 and from 2012 to 16. He has also served as a member Faculty of Applied Science from 2009 to 13, University of Kerala. He has been a former member Board of Studies in Future Studies, University of Kerala. He has been served as a visiting faculty in Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Kerala. He has served as an examiner in Information Technology of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He has been a former chairman in CDIT Academic Committee. He has been a former member of Board of Studies in Computer Science, UG and PG, University of Kerala. He has been a chairman, Board of Studies of Shree Narayana Group of Open University, Kollam. He has also held several positions like Nodal Officer of Sabrimala Pilgrim Management Project, former head, IT Division, Travancore Devasthanam Board. He has served as an head, E-Governance, Kerala State IT Mission during 2007 to 2009. He has served as the State Nodal Officer, E-Government Procurement Project funded by Department of Commerce, Government of India and Government of Kerala. He has been a former expert member, Cyber Darshan Project and Cyber Awareness Program also. And the list goes on. We are very happy and delightful to have you in this, Miss Sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome again, once again.
Thank you.
Now I request our chief guest, Professor Dr. K.S.Anil Kumar, Registrar, University of Kerala, to accept our felicitation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our honor. Today, our FDP is going to focus on the curriculum planning and development to refine the strategies over time, leading to better outcomes for students and also supporting professional growth. I request our chief guest, Professor Dr. K.S.Anil Kumar, to take over the session.
Yes. Good morning to all. See, the principal of this institution, Dr. M.K. Maladi and Dr. R. Gayatri, the program organizer, Dr. K.P. Varalakshmi and Dr. Gautam P. Vaid, the secretary and correspondent of the prestigious institution, and the faculty members, students, and all other participants. And once again, I am appreciating Guru Shree Shantivijai Jain College for Women for organizing such a wonderful workshop, 7 days program in connection with the NAAC accreditation framework. So this program organizing by our IQAC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the college institution. And I think this is one of the relevant topic. The curriculum planning and development is one of the criteria introduced by the NAAC for assessing the NAAC accreditation process. But this criteria is relevant for all academicians, and I can say the academic fraternity at a total, because curriculum is the hardcore of the academics. So design and development of a curriculum is very important in any program and in any institution. In that level, this topic is more relevant rather than acquiring a NAAC grade for the existence of the institution itself. It is more relevant. So why it is more relevant in the present context means the government of India has adopted the National Education Policy 2020, and the NEP is in the driving backbone of the national education system. And a lot of changes, drastic changes that recommended and suggested in the national education policy. And accordingly, UGC has introduced a national curriculum framework for developing new, in tune with the new education policy, a new curriculum framework they developed. And also they have introduced NHEQF, National Higher Education Qualification Framework. Earlier, the NSQF is their National Skill Qualification Framework. Now they have introduced one more concept, National Higher Education Qualification Framework. The drastic changes means the degree pattern, they changes from 3-year degree pattern to 4-year degree, and new other parameters introduced, and a curriculum totally revamping the curriculum. And we can see that the earlier concept, CBCS choice-based credit system, now it is an entire different concept, multi-major, multi-minor concept they introduced. Interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, multidisciplinary concepts they introduced. So let us see the design and development of curriculum. What is its role in higher education? So let me present, rather than the step point by point of the curriculum planning and development of the NAAC accreditation process, my intention to introduce the design and development of curriculum, and which will help every institutions to acquire a very good score in NAAC accreditation in the first criteria. See, let us start from the one by one. Yes. Next slide. So, see, as you know that the NAAC has introduced a revised accreditation framework, and see, 7 criteria is there, and the quality framework, they suggested 7 criteria. These criteria, key indicators are there, 32 key indicators. These 32 key indicators, they divided into some metrics patterns. The earlier version also the same type of metrics pattern. The total metrics is 56 metrics is there. The 2 components, the metrics is divided into 2 qualitative metrics and quantitative metrics. Qualitative metrics is an explanation for the particular activity, even suppose curriculum design or the implementation or feedbacking. Then quantitative means a specific quantity remarks is required or data is required. And this is the revised accreditation framework pattern. Yes. And the weightage also, they suggested the weightage, curricular aspect, 100 weightage, and teaching learning 350, research, innovation, extension 110, infrastructure and learning resources 100, student support and progression 140, governance, leadership and management 100, institutional values and best practices 100. So this is the weightage distributions for the 7 criteria. But anyway, the curricular aspect is very important. Why? It is the heart of the institution. That means teaching, learning and evaluation is there, but see, the teaching, learning, evaluation is executed based on the curriculum. And so research, innovations and extension, that is also based on the curriculum. Infrastructure and learning, all these components by step 1, 2, 3, 4. So the basic and fundamental concept is the curricular aspect. So that is why the design and development of the curriculum has a vital role in the institution. Why it has vital role means this is the funda and hardcore of the institution for the competitive environment for their existence. And so that's why the universities has design and development of the curricula in every 2 years and 3 years, and the institutions that they are preparing and they are modifying, they are incorporating such modifications for the developmental activities of the curricula and making their syllabus and the teaching learning processes enabling through these modified patterns and modified views. And so the curricular aspect is curricular planning and implementation. They suggested 20 weightages. It is quality. Then academic flexibility, they suggested 30, that is quantity. Then curriculum enrichment, both quality and quantity is there, 30, and feedback system, 20, they suggested. So curricular planning and implementation. academic flexibility, curriculum enrichment, feedback system. These are 4 components for assessing the curricular aspects. But anyway, they have to, the NAAC team and the NAAC or any institution, that their existence based on the curriculum design and development. So normally the university's role is the design of the curriculum, but the extension of the curriculum is the responsibility of the affiliated institutions or colleges. How effectively they are executing the development, that is the point. Then curricular planning and implementation. See, affiliating or constituent colleges have significant role in curriculum design and development. They adopt the curriculum overview provided by the respective universities, and each college they have developed their own way. So how to perform the work and how to execute when. So these are some of the autonomy and some of the freedom of the institutions, how effectively they are delivering the curriculum or executing the teaching learning process, how effectively. So the process, that means every institutions, they have a unique and reflects on the concern of the college for quality in the form of values emphasized. And suppose imagine the situation, 2 affiliated colleges, you have to consider A and B. Both the colleges under affiliated to a university. Say in our state, University of Kerala is the pioneer educational university, and we got NAAC A++ grade in the last year, 3.67 in the national level. And see, an institution which is affiliated to University of Kerala. So suppose you imagine the 2 institutions, the same curricula we are designing and developing. But the institution level, they are delivering the teaching learning process with a modified version of the curricula. Modified version of the curricula means at their own level, so the teaching learning process executed. And the next point is also the academic flexibility. Academic flexibility is absolutely the same point. So how they effectively executing this? They have the freedom. They have to make some changes to the curriculum. And interdisciplinary options, different elective courses. See, so I think in majority of the universities they introduced, and see at present is the CBCS pattern and outcome-based education pattern is there. In CBCS and OBA, so the elective courses are there, complementary courses are there, foundation courses are there, some courses are there. These are some of the options and freedom to the institutions to adopt new or introduce new courses into the system. But see, the new education policy gives more freedom to the institution and the student community to cope with the current trends and current changes and current scenario. So the next point is the curriculum enrichment. So holistic development of students, that means holistic in sense means in all aspects of the students, not only for a particular subject point of view. So the value education is one of the important aspects, and gender equality is another one point, and the environment protection and its sustainability and the human values. These are some of the fundamental concept in which the student has to know, and these points, this aspect has to be introduced, and this has to be in tune with the new education policy. And this type of curriculum enrichment is possible, and some of the institutions very effectively enrich their curriculum, and so definitely you have the freedom, you have the right to introduce more values on educations in human values and the environments and the ethical aspects. Suppose a professional student or a student after completion of his graduation or post-graduation, he look into the society based on the ethical aspects, the moral values. These are very important, and so that is why you have to inculcate this to the syllabus, or you have to in your curriculum. And the next is feedback system. So that means every institutions, they have a feedback mechanism. And why you are introducing this feedback mechanism means to improving your academic quality. So feedback collect from the former students and the faculty members or alumni or the experts or other industrialists or academicians, and from the society at large you have collect more informations, and accordingly you modified the curricula and implemented practically in the teaching learning process. So the next point is the accreditation. So the topic is mainly focused on the 7 criteria. So that is why the accreditation status. My presentation is the introductory presentation. So that's why I introduced the different accreditation ranges by the NAAC, and A++ 3.51 to 4 grade, and A+ 3.26 to 3.5, and A3 to 3.25. Grade point is there, and grade point average is calculated, and different NAAC grading calculations are there. Based on these calculations, they derived the grading, and accordingly they declared the result accredited with A++ or A+, or A grade, like that. See, my intention is to focus on the curriculum design and development, and how effectively curriculum design and development is possible for an affiliated college with the support of university. And I think this will help you people, for rather than focusing the NAAC accreditation process, your institutional build-up it one is, this point will help you. So the history point, you know that the ancient history, you know that the Vedas, Brahmanas, Upanishads, and Dharma Sutras in the earlier education system. And Tashashila, Nalanda, these are some of the pioneer educational institutions. They are also a curriculum development. There also a curriculum is there. Curriculum means interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and transdisciplinary curriculum they introduced. Then the law, medicine, astronomy, military science, etc. All aspects they introduced that in the curriculum form. So that means the curriculum is the process through which an institution creates a plan for a course or a program. That means they have step-by-step way to execute how the academic scenario has to be carried out. Means that pattern is very important. The educational institution should have a structured plan, a well-defined action plan is relevant. So the next point is the history. Some suggestions are there. Franklin Bobbitt and Hollis Caswell and Ralph Taylor. So the Ralph Taylor's curriculum is a science and extension of school's philosophy. Actually, we have to say that different subjects are there. It is it's an art of science, and how effectively this can be executed, the planning structure build-up. That is curriculum, and different definitions are there in the curriculum. Next point. The different types of curriculum is there. This traditional or subject-centered, then child-centered activity. So why it is called? We have to develop different types of curriculum means based on their requirements. The student point of view, student curriculum, and activity-based curriculums are there. Some are the experience-based curriculum, means practicals and some workshops, then hands-on training, like that. Then activity oriented means some assignments, some quiz, some activity oriented are there. Then so different type of categories are there. This is only for just reference. The types of different types of curriculum is there. The next point is the curriculum design and development, different types of their explanations. Next slide. So this is only for introductions. And see the curriculum design, three important points we have to consider: subject-centered design model, learner-centered design model, and problem-centered design model. These are three important models we have to suggest. Then what is called a learner-centered curriculum design? What is under a subject-centered curriculum design? So these points is very relevant. So subject-centered curriculum design means curriculum design focused on a particular subject matter. So most common type of curriculums in the educational institutions is subject-centered curriculum. So the recently UGC modified this curriculum framework concept into a multidisciplinary concept. But anyway, suppose a student who is studying the graduation in computer science or physics or commerce, so their intention or their curriculum is based on that particular subject focus. That means core curriculum is there. The curriculum designs teachers used in this point of view. That means this is called as a specialization. So they are focusing in a particular point. Our topic itself is there. The main drawback of this system that the consideration of specific learning styles of student is there. That is a drawback for the current system of education. Suppose a student who is in the graduation in computer science or postgraduate computer science students, how we effectively execute a program or how to solve a current scenario in a computerized form, how you have to execute the current problem. So that type of practical oriented approach is introduced in the new education plan, and national NEP is introduced in such a way. And so the curriculum development framework suggested by this UGC is also in such a way that we will decide. My intention to focus on the new curriculum framework designed and developed by the UGC. And see the second aspect, the third aspect is there. The learner-centered curriculum means this only for a common concept for the learner point of view is there. There is no particular subject oriented or a particular course oriented. Just for learning, that concepts is there. That is the experience they are gaining by after learning. See the steps in curriculum design and development is needs assessment is required. Effectively. That is, this helps there what should be taught and why, how you have to deliver. So the content is required. So the needs assessment. Then learning objectives is there. Then how it can be measurable, then achievable, and the time bound is there. So it is called SMART is there. See the course is executed. So in CBCS, say graduation, so 120 credit, or post graduation 80 credit. So that means credit patterns is there, and credit structure they introduced, then evaluation strategy they introduced. So that is the aspect is there. Then content selection is there. How the curriculum is developed. Suppose a particular subject you introduced, though subjects level is there, in how much level extent is possible. Then instructional strategies you have to consider. The hands-on activities are required, or online resources is there, or group discussions. So different types of instructional strategies you have to suggest. The next point, the assessment and evaluation is there. say some quizzes, examinations, projects and feedback mechanisms, how this student progress and evaluations in the assessment strategy. So that is then sequencing, and so which means that the order of the distributions of the program, how first semester and second semester or in every semester, how the course structure executing. Then adaptation and improvement is very important concept. That means how you have to improvement can be possible and how adaptation is possible. And because this is a continuous process and you have to continuously monitoring the curriculum and incorporate the small changes as and when needed, and that type of changes included, that is called a canvas, that is called syllabus, and that included, and the student performance and feedback mechanism you effectively executed, that will help you people for the adaptation and improvement. And this is the standards, the national and institutional standards. That is why we suggest some curriculum framework is there. So here we adopted or considered the models suggested by the UGC and other national bodies like AICT and NCT, some other national education agencies are there. They have suggested some curriculum framework, and that framework is the fundamental or basic framework, and university can suggest or modify this curriculum framework as their own, but see based on the or in tune with this curriculum framework. So the next point is the stakeholder involvement. So is also the design process, so their feedback mechanism. So students, then parents, this is also a feedback mechanism. The resource planning is how effectively the curriculum can be delivered, and see the textbook, then which type of teaching and learning process is possible, which type of technology is there, whether it is an online mode is there or a hybrid mode is there, which mode we are using. This is the resource planning is there. Then finally we have to implement so into action by teaching it to students, and periodically the educational agency reviewing and revising the curriculum. So two level of reviewing and revising the curriculum. One is the institutional level, the second one is the affiliating university level. University level is possible every 2 year or 3 year, like that their revision is there. But so you do one thing, the institutional level revision is continuous one, or that means every day you are revising, or every moment you are revising. That is the institutional level. So this is the UGC new curriculum framework. My intention to focus and discuss this point of view. This will definitely help you people to get a very good NAAC score, and the NAAC fundamental new framework is basically focus on new curriculum framework. These points are relevant. So why they suggest a new curriculum framework is flexibility to move from one discipline of study to another. Suppose a student who is studying computer science, so they have to study the multimedia, they have to study the animations, and they have to study even mathematics, then commerce, or different subjects they have to study. That type of flexibility is possible. That is called the interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary subject, and opportunity for learners to choose the course of their own interest. In all disciplines, their interest is also possible. That means a basket of courses are there. The student can choose this type of courses. Their freedom is there. Students' freedom is there. They can opt to this course. And so in a classroom, suppose 20 or 30 students are there. These 30 students can choose 5 different courses or 6 different courses. That is possible. So they have the freedom. So I think some of the university they are planning to introduce some time period is there. And UG program, they will consist of the following categories: the 3-year UG, 4-year UG, and honors program, and 4-year UG honors with research. That means multiple entry and exit is possible. So suppose a student graduation, after completion of their 3-year program, they have to exit, and that is only 3-year UG degree and 4-year degree, and then see the final year they will get the 4th year. The 4th year, two options are there, by research and honors degree. So the NAAC component, these are very important. So that is the educational institution point of view. This is only caters to the 3 components. The 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 is basically all these components. 1.4 is the feedback system of NAAC accreditation. 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3 is all these, what is major stream of courses, minor stream of courses, courses from other disciplines, language courses, skill courses, and a set of courses, value-added courses like that, environmental education, understanding, then understanding India, digital and technological solutions, health and wellness, yoga. So different aspects are there. Any aspects you can introduce in your own, which will help the student to live in the society. So that is called the value-added courses. And this is the structure of the undergraduate program framework, and so you have the freedom to modify this credit structure. In 3-year UG, as you know that the CBCS pattern is 120 credit, and now they suggested 160 credit for 4-year UG. Major core is there and minor stream. The major core in the sense in the degree is totally awarded in this form. A minor stream is there, multidisciplinary ability enhancement courses is there, skill enhancement courses, value added, summer internship. Let us see one by one courses and how this can be executed, and this can, your contribution as teachers, your contribution in this area. See, the disciplinary or interdisciplinary major, this would provide the student to pursue in-depth study of a particular subject. Suppose advanced level of disciplinary and interdisciplinary courses in research methodology and project dissertation will be conducted in the 7th semester and the 8th semester, and this will help the student for achieving their research activities and enabling them to a very good research scholar in the graduation level itself. And also the student, if those who are not interested in the research field, they will help, they can choose any subjects as their own, and they will get a very good job opportunities in the job market with the current trends. Suppose some people, they can, computer science students, they can choose artificial intelligence, they can use the most modern techniques of the robotics and the AI, natural language processing, different types of languages they can use. So this is the interdisciplinary subjects. And disciplinary oriented and interdisciplinary minor subject is also there. They are option for the other students. Suppose a major student, they can select a minor subject. Suppose a student who is studying the economics as the major subject, they have choose some minor subjects is there. Minor subjects, computer science they can choose, or statistics they can choose, or they can choose bioscience they can choose. So these are the minor subjects, these students. So this called some, and also minor subject is also in another one category. That category is called the skill based courses are there. The skill based courses are very important. This will help the student to attain in the job scenario. Then ability enhancement. See, skill courses and ability enhancement courses are the two important patterns introduced in the new curricular design. That I think every educational institution, they can offer different types of skill-oriented components, skill-oriented courses. Ability enhancement courses are also possible. So universities suggest a basket of courses, and they have choose their own, or students have their freedom to choose their own, and teachers can support some modifications and some changes to these courses. Ability enhancement courses also modern Indian languages is there, and English language with a special emphasis on language and communication skills, improve their communication skills, then their reading habit, then their writing skills, then how to articulate their arguments and present their thinking clearly in the knowledge sector. And so that type of education is ability enhancement courses introduced. That is there. Then skill enhancement courses, you know, that say some hands-on training or some soft skill communications to enable the student to make it as practical oriented. So student-centric learning system in such a way that experiential learning is there, the concept introduced here. Why this experiential learning means the student experiences and executed this work by doing the education. So they are continuing their education and they are working on it, and this experience enable the student to perform very well. Suppose a student, they are developing a program, or a business student, they have prepared a double entry system, balance sheet, or see accounts or final accounts. So they are executing and they are actually auditing the accounts, or like that, say an accountant. They finally they have they become an accountant. Then value-added courses, as you know, that is the different educational courses we introduced. Some ethics, then some historical aspects, some policies are there. These are some value-added courses. Some special emphasis on constitutional values, then fundamental rights, then our duties and responsibilities, moral ethics. Then these are some courses they can introduce. So even institutions, they can introduce value-added courses there out of curricula or syllabus, or additional or add-on courses. They have to introduce this as add-on courses, more add-on courses. But they say, suppose some institutions, they introduce the 30-hour add-on course or 40 hours add-on courses are there. These add-on courses are some extra courses they introduced for the development of the students for a particular subject or area in order to achieve more benefit to the current job scenario, or otherwise their higher education or their moral beings, or anyway. So total aspects they have developed, like they introduce such type of courses. Then environmental science education, especially the climate change is there, pollution is there, then the environmental degradation, waste management, biological diversity. These are the current grave issues. So that is why students should know that what is the current pollution trends, or climate change system, or waste management, how effectively a waste management. So every institution's best practices they have to adopt waste management practices like that. Then see the digital and technological solutions. Here the cutting edge technologies are there, though they are suppose you have to introduce some new area, artificial intelligence, 3D machining, big data analysis, machine learning, drone technology. So any area you can introduce which is relating to their own subjects, or some other subjects related to common area. So that type of issues you can introduce in the digital and technological solutions. This will enable the students for employability. Then health, wellness, yoga, education, sport. I think these components are relevant for the curriculum design and development. Health and wellness is one topic you have to introduce. Then yoga education, then sports importance. Sports medicines are there. In sports, different type of sports activities are there. how the sports education can enable the student to their health, how sports health relation is there, and health fitness is there, then uh, fitness, then lifestyle diseases and some lifestyle issues we are facing. So such type of new educational concept we introduced, rather than subject wise. These are some of the health wise and fitness based education. Yoga is also another one important aspect, mentally and spiritually. Then that means physically and mentally the student or the faculty uh, health, that will enable by using yoga and meditation. So that type of education system. See, this another one strategy, we are introducing internship and apprenticeship. Uh, as you know, different types of apprenticeship. Suppose a student who is in the BCom background or BSc or BA, so they are approaching some of the agencies or firms or institutions or industries for undergoing their internship. Internship means their practical ability to enhance in the job market. So this for some special training in relating to some equipments or some precision equipments or modern equipments is there. That type of trainings and experiences. Then research project and dissertation. So those who are interested in the research sector, they are experiencing a research work. That is I think every student has a research knowledge. Otherwise, so they will, this will help the student to why this happened, what this will happen, and how the research project executed. Most probably this will definitely 4-year bachelor degree with honors with research degree students, they will get an advantage for research projects, and I think 12 products they introduced. Yes, I think let us 12, 22, 10. Okay. Say a paradigm shift, these are, I think I already explained, this is a paradigm shift, then a learning outcome-based education approach to curriculum planning and transaction is there. OBE-based pattern, I think some of the universities introduced the OBE patterns. This will help the teacher student for a new environment, academic environment. See, the curriculum design and development relevance is evolving. A higher education must adapt to meet the changing demands of the job market and society. It's very important. So what is the current scenario or current market trend? You have to adapt and adopt. That is very important. These trends to incorporate in the current scenario of the syllabus. Then curriculum design allows this institution to incorporate this type of latest knowledge and skills. That is that freedom. They have the freedom. They have to use this type of modifications. So this ensure receive a high quality education. This will help the student for a better learning experiences. And these varying backgrounds this allows for suppose if you are design and development the curriculum regularly, what happens means a continuous changes will affect, but there is no practical difficulty for experiencing such a changes. Suppose if you are continuing with the existing system 3 or 4 years or 5 years, there is no change, you are continuing with the same system. After 4 years or 5 years, a change is there. So you feel that oh, so something difficult and some modifications are there. So how to cope with these changes and modifications? So a lot of practical difficulties we are facing. But see that continuous changes are there. There is no practical difficulties. We are always cope with these changes. Innovation and interdisciplinary are very important in the curriculum design and this development. So innovation means innovative ideas you have to introduce. That is interdisciplinary approaches there, promoting interdisciplinary approaches and innovative ideas, integration of different fields, that is important. And students to solve complex real problems and they to change them in a multidisciplinary perspective. Suppose a student, those who are studying in computer science students seeing that, say, I am in computer science only and my area is computer science, my academic pattern is computer science. So that is the old concept, and now the student can shift from the computer science background to control system or in electronics environment or in mechanical environment or in this chemical engineering or any environment they can shift, and they have to adapt their knowledge to that level or that sector, that industry. So see, the global competence is there. So we are always trying to make it as a well-structured and effective curricula to maintain our students and the accreditation status to make it as a global competence. And see the this will help the student and effectively participate in the global community, and they compete with the global community. And see, let me conclude. And curriculum design and development is very important and a hardcore of the educational institution. All building blocks developed based on the funda of the curricula. So that is why you have to contribute, you have to involve more dedication to the design and development of the curriculum. Suppose that curriculum design workshop is very precious for the next future generation, and it has a pivotal role in shaping the future of our nation or education. Ultimately, the curriculum design is not a one-time process, but is an ongoing one. My uh, intention is to explain that the curriculum design and development is either this for a 2 year or 3 year revision is a continuous ongoing process. Regular evaluation and adaptation to ensure that curriculum remains effective and up to date. This will lead to continuous improvement in educational offerings. Any institution which are ready or cope with this adaptation and evaluation, regular evaluation, they will sustain in the competitive way. So that is why regular evaluation and adaptation is very important, and you are always trying to make it as a more comprehensive, a more effective curriculum design in your academics. And let me conclude. And now I think this is the time 10:30, and let me conclude and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your detailed design of curriculum framework, which will be very helpful for us. Now, the session is open for questions. The viewers can clear your doubts now. Any questions? questions are welcomed from the viewers.
Yes.
Sir, one question we have now. How does the education policy will impact an autonomy? It is displayed on the screen. How does the education policy will impact an autonomy?
Definitely, this is a wonderful question. This policy will impact on autonomy. Uh, I think, see, every institution has their own freedom to develop the curriculum and design and development of the curriculum. So the UGC suggests a model in the national wide model. Suppose this model is a draft one and this model is a fundamental one or basic one, and you can build your own way. In suppose if you that 160 credit is there, this 4-year degree program. And yeah, I think in our university we introduced 180 credits, and it is possible. And we have the autonomy. The university has its own autonomy, and the education institution has their own autonomy too. But anyway, some basic structure is there. You have in tune with the basic structure. Otherwise, what happens means it will affect the national standards and international standards. That's all.
Okay, another question we have, sir. Shall we include soft skills training as skill enhancement course?
Definitely, definitely. See, now our students. Suppose I am, in my experience, I will try to communicate to you people. In some interview, we are facing some of the good students. They have very good academic background and they are very top in academics, but they can't express properly. Their communication skill is very poor. And another one point that they know very well, but they have to convey how effectively they have deliver the knowledge. So that is a major issue in the knowledge industry. So that is why training them soft skill and enhancement courses continuously. That is part of the curriculum and syllabus. That is add-on courses. Introduce it as an add-on courses. You can introduce more courses, and that is autonomy of the institution. Institution can choose. That is why how effectively curriculum can deliver by the institution, only the institution. So one thing I can say that, what is the difference between the institutions? One is a big institution, one is a small institution. How we cater to these differences? One point is, the key point is effectively deliver the curriculum and development is the prime point is there. Some
Okay.
institutions introduce more points on curriculum.
Another
Sports education.
question
Yeah,
we
see,
have.
this sports
How can
education.
we implement sports education?
The sports education,
This is by
uh,
Murthy RDM.
yeah. Sports education is nowadays it is more relevant because the healthy youth is that is very important. See, our lifestyle uh, and junk foods and our mentality. So wherever there is a good health in the body, there would be a healthy mind is there. So sports education, you have to sports medicines are there. Then fundamental courses on sports education. You can introduce these courses. These are add-on courses. This value-added courses is there. And this national education policy curriculum framework itself, they introduced the 8 credit for introducing this type of courses. You can introduce 1 or 2 courses in sports education. That is the liberty of the institution.
by Smita. Sir, what is the difference between the enhancement and value added course? Which category does certificate course like spoken English can be put under?
See, the difference between skill enhancement value added courses are different. This skill enhancement means, suppose a student who is studying BCom. BCom means in accounting. Say some accounting packages is a skill enhancement courses are there. Accounting packages enabling the student to more focus or more contribute to their accounting system. That is skill enhancement. Value added courses means then our moral ethics, value education is there. So then environment, then see, then our moral values, then ethical values, then behavior, then these are value added courses. These are entirely different. The skill enhancement enable the student to more help to the competitive world to enable him to become the top. Value added means for the development of the student. That means for their existence.
Sir, for add-on courses, can the professors frame a curriculum and take classes? Will it be accepted by NAC?
Absolutely, absolutely. That is the academic freedom. That is the academic institution's freedom. So, suppose an add-on course designed by a faculty member of the institution of a college, they have the freedom. They 20 credit and some 3 modules or 4 modules are there. They have to introduce these schools and teach them and evaluate them, and they issue a certificate. Definitely this certificate will be accepted by the NAC. Is a value added courses. It's an add-on course in which type of different courses can be introduced. Yes.
No, the
Yeah, that's
viewers
it.
are very active, post many questions. Thank you viewers for your active queries. Thank you all for your participation. Now I would like to request Dr. Tilakavati, Head of the Department of Commerce Shift 2, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. I deem it a great privilege to propose vote of thanks for the day. On behalf of our entire college, I express my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Professor K.S.Anil Kumar, Registrar, University of Kerala, for sparing his valuable time for us, sharing his inspiring words. Thank you very much, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to our Honorable Secretary, Dr. P. Gautam Vaid, sir, and our beloved Principal Madam, Dr. M.K. Malati, for her meticulous guidance and encouragement for this event. I thank for IKC Coordinator, Dr. K.P. Varalakshmi, and team members for extending their valuable support. My special thanks to all registered participants from various colleges. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Questions in the comment section. And also,
Thank.
you can fill the feedback link for the session 1 today, which will be posted in the comment section. Thank you all. Thank you all for your active participation for today. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all participants and the authorities of the college and especially Dr. Gayatri. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. National anthem, please.
उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
Thank you all.